You can sit down, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we're at the top of page 26. Ms. Gilman, can you please resume the interview? Thank you.
I want to do the right thing right now. I want to look better. You think you went in the woods that night, Harry? No. Harry, you're a very successful man. You told me the chief urologist. Yeah, but you know what? You're a good person. You've had a successful career. Came to this country, done very, very well. I saw yours. You've done very, very well. And this doesn't make you a bad person. No. What happened with you and Katie? Things might have got out of control the other night. But like I said, you can't be defined for one night. So we're trying to help you out there. We're trying to let you get this out of the story. Do the right thing now. You just want to know where she is and we can bring her home. Okay. That's it. Alright, we know you can't put that no matter what. Hey, what's this?
I'm Detective Deborah Godsky. I work.
Bad person. No. What happened with you and Katie? Things might have got out of control the other night. But like I said, you can't be defined for one night. So we're trying to help you out there. We're trying to let you get this out of the story. Do the right thing now. You just want to know where she is and we can bring her home. Okay. That's it. Alright, we know you can't put that no matter what. Hey, what's this? Sorry, I'm sorry, you guys say something.
No, we know you care about her a lot and you love her. And we really need you to do the right thing. We can't have her out there another night, Harry.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Harry, it's the right thing to do. We need you to tell us where she is so we can bring her home to her family.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're all calm right now. We gotta talk to her sister today. We gotta talk to the kids today. We can't let them, we can't give them no answer. It's, I don't wanna be so blunt, but I mean, we can't go back to them and say we don't know. We can't do that. It's just,
I don't know. I don't remember having this.
Did you ever hike in the woods near your house? Did you ever go for walks on the trails?
Not near the house, no.
Not near the house. In Dover, have you? What trails do you usually go?
I'm not sure what the name is. That's where the tennis courts are.
The tennis courts?
In Dover, the tennis courts. And there's a trail. Actually, we did that with kids together on there, but it's not easy. Yeah, that's the trails that we typically use.
Do you usually go the same route?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you know what street it's on?
That's the next Devon Street, but I'm not sure on this one. Again, there's just one area where the tennis courts are, and there's a trail starting in the back in the corner.
What was your favorite part about those trails?
Favorite part is if it goes all the way up to some small little mountain where you can see Boston.
Oh, really? Does it have a name?
I'm not sure. I don't remember the particular name. Laurel Park, but again, don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
Is that the only one you guys would hike at?
That's why I remember, yeah.
How often would you guys go?
Again, it must have been last year in the summer or so. Recently, Katie and I drove to Lincoln to walk in Lincoln, which was new for me. But not in Dover.
Did you go to this trail in Dover often?
Yeah,
How often would you say?
once a week.
Once a week at least?
is that a walkable trail or
Yeah, it's a pretty good
wide?
trail, yeah.
And that goes up to the, you said, you see Boston?
I think there's several with several trails, different colors. And one of them, I'm not sure which one, was deep and then up to the mountain.
When's the last there together?
I don't really remember exactly, but must have been a while. Months, many months.
Was that a special place for you guys?
In a certain way, yeah.
Yeah, have some meetings, you guys, as a couple, to go there?
And we always enjoy, hiking together, yeah.
Yeah.
Gary, you're up there the other night.
Did you bring her up there the other night?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I love her. It's like...
Did you bring her up to the mountain the other night, Harry?
Hello?
Did you bring her up to the mountain the other night, Harry?
I don't think so. What is this? I don't remember anything.
Come on, man, get off your chest. Yes, just get off your chest. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel relieved. You're gonna know you did the right thing.
I don't remember much at all.
Alright, you're up there that night.
She was angry. She was angry for whatever reason, I'm not sure why. Although the day was nice. In the evening, I mean.
That house is on that. And go up there. Make sure you look. You know you're up there. Yes. It's no way to look up there. We don't want to, it's time to get dark. We want to get this done.
I'm going to leave now. Just remember she was angry. She's in love with me, yeah.
Harry drove the Jeep up there that night.
Where up there can we find her, Harry?
I don't know. I can tell you if I would know. I don't know. I have no idea where she is or what happened. All I know is we were sitting downstairs watching TV, and remember that, as I said, she was arguing, she was angry, and very aggressively talking to me about her being angry about stuff, and I was drinking whiskey. And so she was drinking something too, but I'm not sure.
Remember what the argument was about? Why she was mad?
What's that?
Do you remember why she was mad?
So it was, rotating about the same thing that I tried to divorce her in January. She came always back with that, oh no, although she also suggested that we should just let her go and fix our marriage. When she came back to that thing always, well not always, repeatedly that she was very angry that I made a decision that I made to go to Germany to continue my career.
Harry, tell us about the text you sent to Kyle.
That's what?
The text you sent to Kyle?
To who?
Kyle? Remember?
I think it's Kyle.
I don't know what text you mean. I don't remember what I said in the text.
You know Kyle,
What?
right?
I don't.
Kyle.
No.
From town?
What?
From Dover, from town?
I don't. No. Doesn't say anything. I don't know if I
Kurt,
What's here?
I'm not sure. No.
do you remember sending Kurt a text message?
No.
No?
No. Then
At 4:31 a.m. on Friday.
I don't know what's going on. She was angry for whatever reason. Although she wanted to fix it, I don't understand.
You sent Kurt a text message at 4:31 a.m. on Friday stating, Kurt, I am sorry, brother, but she is a vindictive devil. She played us all. I am really sorry, brother, but she manipulated us all. Love you. Do you recall that message?
No, I'm serious. I have no recollection having sent any kind of that message. No.
And you sent that message, did
I really have no idea.
not too long after you sent the message, you're back at the hotel. Oh, yeah, this isn't going away. The only way we get headed in the right direction is just behind us and just please talk about it.
And I said, she was angry, and that's the last I knew. I'm not sure if she walked away or just sitting there.
Saying that she would leave the home without a pocketbook or phone.
She wouldn't leave her kids.
Think about our kids, Sam. We can't do this with the kids. They've been through hell the past day and a half.
What do you think happened? I don't understand.
Did you tell us what happened? Maybe you can tell us which was. I want to find her quickly. You were on top of that mountain that night.
That's right.
You were up on that mountain that night.
We know you were up there for a couple hours. You were up on that mountain for a couple hours that night.
Really?
You were up there for a while. Where can we find her up there?
I don't even know when I was out there for a couple hours. It's a good woman. I don't know what it is. History. What day is today?
Today's Saturday. Saturday evening now. Let's go back to the argument that night, watching TV. So you need to go back to the argument, watching TV, and take us through what happened.
Again, I'm not sure we're connecting words, but I believe it went on the same topic that she had a hard time getting over the fact that in January I was talking to a lawyer looking into divorcing her. And then she believed I would throw her out, which was not what the plan was. Or the idea, there was only a plan actually. I'm just playing this out. This is potential projection in terms of what I'm supposed to do or he's supposed to do. So I think that was the other in terms of still being angry that I tried to pull myself determined.
Yeah.
But I'll ask her. Why wouldn't you come with me? You know. Back then, December, January.
What happened next?
What are they doing? There's a history and just changing. Maybe there's more argument, I don't know.
She hit you, Harry? At night?
I think she did. So I still remember she was angry, really angry. I didn't understand. All kinds of words. Bad words.
What'd you say?
Is that?
What'd she say to you?
I'm not sure. Motherfucker or something like that. Fuck you off, fuck you. And I said, oh, that was good.
She become violent?
Not sure. Something like
Saturday had dinner. Was that from just a slap or was that pushing to a punch?
something.
Was it her hand or an object?
Maybe it was a glass or something.
So you have to defend yourself. You got hit in the head with a glass. It's glass all over the bedroom. Glass.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I did defend myself, I don't know.
Naturally, anybody wouldn't get hit in the head with a glass. Like I said, there's glass everywhere. Remember how you had to defend yourself? What happened? Sounds like you had no choice but to defend yourself.
You always have a choice, no?
What's that?
You always have a choice.
Yeah, but I mean,
She's a beautiful woman, but she had her volatility in scenarios always kind of it was very foresight. Further than you could be honest.
yeah. It seemed like you tried real hard and you gave her that beautiful home.
I did.
Obviously provided pretty well for her.
I
Gave
did.
her a good life.
I did.
Something.
I got kicked out. I'll do it again. If I do go for that, let's forget about it. Sorry.
Yeah, even after all that, you were willing to go back and try to make it for him.
And good.
That's what it sounds like.
That's right. What are you doing?
What you're saying, it sounds like that the other night you just checklist. Yeah, you know, just being volatile, like you said, right? Just how much you just kept digging at you and stuff, you know? The impression comes you talking to you. I'm sure you just happen to be sitting on your freaking couch, you know?
Sorry?
I'm sure you just happen to be sitting on your own couch, you know? Or you don't have to deal with, you know, with an argument.
No, I didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah. Sorry, just happy.
No interest in arguments anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure you just happen to be back in your home.
It's actually true.
Yeah,
I
no.
felt, since a long time, since 3 months, I felt somewhat more peace, that I wasn't running around trying to find some kind of shot and protecting myself from COVID-19 with nobody helping.
Yeah.
But again, that wasn't the point. I really appreciated that she provided a home here. Really love it at all.
Yeah.
Let's make it work, let's have peace, and let's forget about all that. Was her suggestion actually several weeks back. Let's have a clean slate, just let heal and not talk about the old stuff, but she couldn't let go. She came up with the resentment feeling that she still had, and she said, I have to talk about it. And I have some resentment too. But let's just go away for now. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Lots of deep trying. It sounds like the argument was unavoidable that night. It was all getting around her.
Getting around it.
I mean, obviously she was fired up. I mean, she hit you. What happened after she hit you?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I was saying her belongings are all at the house. Don't shoot her left out her pocketbook, phone, and especially her kids. I don't think he meant to hurt her. We're trying to make things better. Maybe things been spot on again.
You want to dribble that out, you want to dribble. Yeah.
Did things just get a little too out of hand that night? The booze is flying, she's angry. I'm trying to make things better. It's like a friggin' perfect storm, you know, to both.
What happened after she hit you with the glass?
I'm sure she did. Something that, you know,
Something that was made out of glass?
You want to get through this with you. You want to retrace the steps with you. You want to you have to know something.
you remember how to text or something. I won't.
You have a text and you just
Can we read it again?
yeah, this is the text. Yeah, just read the text again so Jonathan rewrote.
This was the text that you sent to your friend Kurt at 4:31 a.m. on Friday. I'm just going to read it to you again. It says, Kurt, I am sorry, brother, but she is a vindictive devil. She played us all. I am really sorry, brother, but she manipulated us all. Love you.
She was arguing about them. That's all on women. As I said, constantly, not constantly, but repeatedly going back to the time when she was so angry about, what I did or what I've done, about talking to a lawyer about a divorce. And she believed I was going to throw her and the kids out, which is not really what I had in mind. If it would have all happened, my plan would have been end of school year, that they're obviously all finishing. And actually do go to Germany and sell the house later in the year and then go. But she believed something different. And she was very angry, and that came out over and over again. It's like she was trying also to reconcile and saying, let's do, let's have a clean slate. Let's not talk about all this stuff all the time.
Why did you think she was being vindictive?
She would tell that about herself.
She would say that about herself?
Yeah. And sometimes actually in an disappointed way about herself, because she would go all the way and pay back if somebody did something wrong to her. So one of her favorite sayings was, you fuck me, I fuck your daughter. So,
Did you ever feel like she was being vindictive to you?
yes. There was an episode early in our relationship where we had an argument also early on, I'm not sure, a couple months in. And that was in the bedroom, and I went downstairs. There was just a verbal argumentation going on. And had a couple of drinks and looked on Bumble around. And she found out, because, I don't know, Bumble, but you have to swipe and then you're kind of matching.
Yep.
And I just didn't talk to anybody. I just looked at him and swiped from left to right. And apparently, when I didn't even realize until the next morning when I actually checked what I was doing, that I matched with one of her girlfriends and separated. But I didn't talk to her. It was just the swipe match. And then she was very angry about it. I called her right away, apologized, said sorry, it was just stupid stuff. I didn't really think much about it. And then she signed up on Bumble and actually matched with guys and talked. While I was sitting right there, just saying, feel how it feels. And so I didn't want to talk to anybody. But she would actually talk.
Okay.
I found that a little vindictive instead of just letting go. But it's a small, unimportant episode, or in particular if there was no conversation with anybody going on. I'm saying more talking or no dating or something. Anyway. I don't think restraining order was necessary, for example. I wasn't, in any kind of could have handled divorce under one roof like other couples and then figure things out. First thing she did. Restraining order. Some of the prior episodes were related to that. It's not an excuse, but getting poked or provoked all the time. You take your phone away and say, please don't do that, please don't do that. Let me see what you're doing. Let me see who you're talking to. It's a move. But that frustrated me. It was frustrated me this time that she continued to do that. Mm-hmm. Although there was no evidence for her at all that I would have done anything. But she was very easy to believe, or She was very easy to believe that I was fooling around out there, which again, I did not do. Sometimes she would drive after me when I said, hey, I have a little thing going on with a friend, we're going to have some burgers, and she didn't believe me. Apparently she followed me. She believed I'm on a date. I wasn't. I was meeting this fellow, it's a friend, a male friend, and I had a burger. All this kind of stuff, you know, saying that kind of builds up this time that you feel, what are you doing? Why are you so distrustful? Why are you worrying all the time about me or you or me and things like that? It's one of the big problems in that relationship, that there was very little trust with each other in terms of, being faithful to each other. And again, I really cheated on that at all. So anyway, so she has that. She knows that herself, and she would actually mention that. It's like, sometimes I think it goes a little overboard with me that I'm going for the full payback and beyond, just because I'm angry about certain things.
What makes you feel as though the restraining order was unnecessary?
So again, I didn't see the need for that, because the episodes that were prior to that was, not immediately, it wasn't right there, and then she had to close restraining order. She should put the restraining order out of, in my opinion, she wasn't afraid of me. She would not. She would actually argue with me even, the night before or 2 nights before the whole divorce thing happened. And as I said, if I did push her, it was typically related to something that, again, she grabbed my phone again and checked it out without me giving permission to do that, in terms of, yeah, do it, or not. And again, there was nothing in there anyway, but just the fact that she constantly did that. So I don't know, to me it didn't feel, it was an immediate reaction to her finding out that I'm looking into divorce, not because there was a violent saying, and then she said, I need to file a restraining order. You understand what I'm trying to say? That there was time, significant time in between. And I looked into divorce, not she. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
She knew that. She found that actually out. Then retaliate in terms of, now the restraining order, you need to get out of here. And then following up with charges of stuff that was older. Which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't say that. But the restraining order thing was clear. Move to just remove me from the house just because. It was a very passionate relationship with both sides, kind of thing. I'm sure that makes sense to you guys. Pick on her side. She could be all in and very, very loving, and she could be very angry. Obviously, me too. I thought you really had a chance. Put that together. I'm trying to remember.
I can see it.
Okay, I'm trying.
I know.
Again, as I said, there was arguments.
Are you at all concerned? I mean, think about what we're talking to. Are you concerned? I mean, are you concerned about what's going on? I mean,
Absolutely, I'm concerned. Why is it checked out? We didn't know what election butter text. I don't know how I got to the hotel. I don't know.
so you are gonna, that's not enough then. You're up there.
No. I don't know. It's a pretty long hike, so I'm not sure.
Did you dry part of it or all of it?
I don't know. I really don't. I can't remember shit. I remember again arguments happening kind of in and out. And the other didn't call names, as I said, because she was angry and didn't say or behave the way that she wanted to, or I'm not sure. Typically it does happen when she has a lot of alcohol on board, so I think she drunk also something during the game, and you doubt the game. That is one. And then she turns off to go with anger.
Did she get out of control? Maybe she may have hit you, but was she out of control?
I believe so.
Did you have to keep your hands on her to calm her down? Or protect yourself?
I don't know.
I said, we just want to find her. We want to find her tonight. It's been a day and a half now.
Maybe she's gone. I'm sorry, guys.
Where can we find them? Which should I send them? We just want to break forward with those kids. That's what we want to do right now. That's our goal. We can't do it without you, without your help.
Thank you, brother.
Just help me, Harry. Help me out there. Help me get some glory road kids tonight. Help me out. Tell me something. Tell me something you can remember.
Because that little pieces in terms of arguing, being, you know,
I know you're trying. I can see you trying. I know it. I know it.
I'm not even there. You must have somehow remembered. Directly. from somewhere, right? It's like those. I don't know. It's hard.
No, it's take your time. I know this is difficult.
Maybe she's angry, you know.
Tell me what happened after she beat the glass.
I'm still there, I guess.
Did you hear back?
Maybe.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, what?
I said, tell me about it.
Usually will come down.
Sorry, I missed that. What you said?
So I wish I would come back.
She hit you with the glass. Were you guys upstairs or downstairs?
So I was upstairs.
Upstairs. The bedroom? Your bedroom? Were you bleeding?
Not sure. I don't know if it was glass or something.
Okay. What happened next? Tell me how you think you heard it. What happened?
I don't think I did or something.
Remember what you hear?
I don't think I did.
You know what you did? Huh? Did you grab her? Maybe to stop her?
Probably.
Do you know where you grabbed her?
It's wrong. It's badly wrong.
When they grabbed her, you remember what happened next?
Maybe suddenly snapped or something. I don't know.
You in the bed, you go in the bathroom, you in the closet.
I don't know. I don't remember. I was in the bed area, but I'm not sure if you were in the bed.
What?
I said, I think it was in the bed area, but I'm not sure if you were in the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's in the grip on the neck, I believe. I'm not sure either.
What happened after you grabbed her?
It's all black. It's all black. It kind of just
She passed out, and then she fought back. What do you think? What happened? Did she hit you back? Right? Yeah.
It's going to be embarrassing.
Okay. You do that. We're going to take a short break. It's 7:29 p.m. We'll stop the recording there. Okay, it's Saturday, May 16, 2020. It's 8:12 p.m. We are restarting our interview. We're in the second floor of Norwood Hospital. My name is Trooper Kotkowski, KOT, KOW, I work on the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. With me here is
Detective Rich Fuller of Dedham PD.
and we're with
Ingolf Tuerk.
Ingolf. Can you just spell your last name for us?
Tuerk.
And just for the record, Ingolf, we've been calling you Harry. That's okay with you? That's just the nickname, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're just going to continue our conversation that we took a break from. Okay. So, Harry, I just wanted to touch upon some of the coverage going to the hotel for the past week. And let's just start with Thursday. All right, today's Saturday, 2 days ago Thursday. Now, earlier you said you thought you may have spent the night Wednesday to Thursday at the house in Dover.
Yes.
Did you go to the hotel on Thursday in the morning? You remember going to the hotel?
I think I did on the way from Staples, yeah.
Okay.
But again, it's difficult for me to really remember stuff, but I think I did.
Okay, so you think Wednesday night you sleep in Dover? Thursday sometime in the morning you go to Staples?
I had to go to Staples, fix things up, yeah, and then
In Dedham?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you think you went back to the hotel?
I actually briefly went to the hotel. I'm not exactly why and what I was looking for, but I think I did.
Okay. What were you driving when you
The Jeep.
you driving the Jeep? Now, I know you told me before you drove the Mercedes up from Florida. Were you, the past week, have you been driving the Jeep often? Like, how often were you driving the Jeep?
Pretty much every day.
Driving the Jeep every day? Okay. And the Mercedes been where?
Then at the hotel.
It's parked at the hotel. So you've been taking the Jeep from the hotel, Dover, and wherever else you've been going?
That's all.
Okay. And what door were you primarily use to enter the hotel?
What door?
What door? Would you go to the main lobby
Yeah.
every time?
Yeah.
Okay. And how would you exit your room?
Sorry?
And what route would you take exiting your hotel room?
Same way. Yeah. the elevator and then through the main lobby.
Okay. So you never took the stairwell to the, just to the right side?
Yeah, it faces the main road, which is on
You
Elm
never,
Street.
so you never took the stairwell, you would always take the elevator down to
Yes.
the lobby and move that way?
Yeah.
But Thursday about noon, you think, Harry, you went to the hotel about noon, right? Yeah.
Sounds about right.
No, I just want,
Late morning or something?
yeah. That's the time you swiped in your room on the cards. I just looked, yeah, it's 12:30.
Okay.
I know that's not something important in my overly right up it, but yeah, Thursday. You went there Thursday about 12:30.
Are you remember why you went there, grab a bag or something, you remember?
No, I'm sorry, I think I was looking for sunglasses or something. I'm not sure exactly why. I remember I went looking for something, but I can't recall exactly what it was. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. And that was the only time you were at the hotel on Thursday, correct?
Correct.
And then you went back to Dover?
Yes.
And you spent the rest of the day in Dover, right?
Correct.
And had Katie been driving the Jeep too, or just you?
Sorry, what?
Was Katie driving the Jeep too, or just you?
I believe yes.
Yes?
Yeah. But she had to, but she wasn't leaving the house much because of COVID-19.
So she would just take it to run errands and stuff like that?
Yeah. Although again, I was running mostly errands right now.
So for the past week, you've been mostly in that Jeep?
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, the scratches in your arms and legs. Would it be okay with you if I take a couple photos with my cell phone? So we have that on record? That's okay with you?
I don't know. Should I do something else? I don't know.
Well, I
Asking
mean,
so much. Yeah.
I mean, I would like to just document that you have scratches on you with a photo.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you if you would mind if I take a photo. It's okay? All right, let's just do that real quick so we get that out of the way. You mind? Can you take your socks off? Yes. Start a little bit. Yeah. Would you your right leg too, please? You mind taking the socks off? Let's just see your arms. You look your shirt up after your biceps so I can see if you really want that. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just open up your hands for me? Can you bring your hand over? Okay, let me see your right arm now, please. Can you lift your shirt up so I can see your arm now? There's no more stretching up your arm, right?
Yeah.
Can you just turn your hand over, please? Okay, I know you said you had a little cut on your forehead. You think that might have been from possibly a glass, you know?
I'm not sure.
Which kind of
I hit
photo
with
is that?
something.
Sounds like in your head. You want the light? Yes. That's it.
This one. Oh, yeah. The other switch. So.
That's what it's going to do. Face that way? Good. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. That's it right there, right above your left eye. You ever write that too? Oh, yeah. You want to do that for me? I'll put your hair over. Yeah, watch that. Okay. All right, thank you for that. Well, I noticed when you flipped over your left hand, you had those cuts in your wrist. You remember how that was happening? No?
I really don't remember.
You think that was self-inflicted?
Kind of looks that way.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. You don't know? Do you know when that occurred?
I really, I don't know. I really don't remember. It's a lot of stuff.
Gilman,
Are
could
you
you
a
pause,
big-
please? Your Honor, would that be a convenient stop? Place to
Sure.
stop for lunch?
Yes. 50.
Yes, the top of page 51.
All right, Ferris, gonna take the lunch recess.